Hi, my name's Glenn. This is Karen, my wife, and this is our bus. Hello, Glenn Denman here, working on the bus again today. I've got my little grandson here working, little child labor. He's putting all the screws in the flooring as it goes on down, and he's doing a real good job with that. So today I'm putting in my propane water heater. So I'm cutting the hole through the wall of the bus for that. One of the reasons why is because the propane water heater typically installs through the wall, and the storage bays underneath don't lend themselves to just cutting 12-inch holes or 13-inch holes through the wall of the storage bay unless you modify the door or whatever. So I'm putting this water heater underneath the kitchen range, so the kitchen wall will stop about right here. There'll be the refrigerator, and then there'll be about a 12-inch cabinet with drawers, and then here will be the range. So under the range will be the water heater. So when I run a line from the tank, the propane tanks, over to the water heater, it can also serve the range. So basically what I've done here is I went ahead and scoped out the steel inside the wall. So there's an angled steel truss that goes right through here like this, about where this line is, goes through there. The vertical point is right here at where the edge of, there's a window behind there. So the vertical steel is here, goes all the way down. And so this is the most ideal place for it. I was able to cut all this out, cut the foam, and now I just have the outside skin to cut, and outside there's no hardware or anything like that to worry about. Matter of fact, this band on the outside of the bus from about here down is pretty well clear all the way through. Once you can get in between the steel or whatever, you can mount things in there, and it works out pretty good. So I'm just kind of working on that. So I've got the water heater is here. It's actually a used water heater, but it's one I had in a previous bus, and I had bought it brand new back in the day. So it's just a typical propane water heater, and it's only probably been actually used about 20 times. It looks all dirty because it's been sitting in the shop for probably 15 years. But and parts should be available, and even if they're not, if I ended up, something happened to it where I couldn't replace the parts in it, then I could just pop a new one in. It's a Suburban water heater. Another one would just fit right in the same hole. So I think this one's gonna work good. And so I'm gonna have it, so once it comes through the wall, it'll be under the cabinets. It'll, the farthest end of it, about here, will be about 18 inches into the kitchen cabinet. So the cabinet will be about, of course, 24 inches out. But I don't want it to stick out past the toe kick. The toe kick will be about 20 inches out from the wall, and that water heater is going to fit right in here. It won't even affect the toe kick. Plus, I have it elevated just a few inches off the floor because I've got this bus heat duct right here. So I'm going to be utilizing the bus heat, the original bus heat, not the air conditioning, but the heat. And so that'll be kind of ducted through the toe kick area of the kitchen cabinet. So at this point, all I got to do is cut the hole the rest of the way through the wall, and we'll see how that goes. This is the trim piece for the outside. I'll use the butyl tape on that when I fasten that out there, or well, not on this so much, but on the actual water heater itself. And that'll make for a pretty nice installation. And actually, I was pretty surprised. This insulation, this original bus insulation here, man, this stuff's like 2.5 inches thick almost, and that's pretty substantial. So even where it had the angles to where it had had some access points, or that it's made so that it can be ambidextrous to go on one side of the bus or the other side of the bus and fit over the framework. So even where it has framework, it still has at least an inch of insulation between the bus wall and the inside, or the outside bus wall and the inside of the bus. So for the most part anyway. So it's working out pretty good. I'll get this hole cut through there, and we'll see how that goes. So now I'll put the beetle tape on. It's nice and warm. I had it inside the house.
That's beetle tape?
Beetle. Beetle tape. So I apologize, I didn't realize my camera had shut off on me. The battery went dead or something anyway. So I've got this thing installed. So what I did is I ended up doubling up the beetle tape because it just looked like the one layer of tape wasn't enough. It wasn't quite covering everything. And so I went ahead and pulled it back out, put in 2 layers of beetle tape in it. And anyway, it looks kind of old and crusty, but it's just dirty from sitting. And so basically then this piece here trims that out, basically like that. And then I just got to put these screws in it here. Anyway, screws going around the edge here, all the way around here, and that trims out the front. So I'll go ahead and put those in. So I've got all those in, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and then the front goes on here. It's a little old looking again, but it works. Anyway, so there it is. So it's the outside. It's again a little dirty, but I can clean it up, and that should work pretty good. So we'll go inside and take a look at the inside. So on the inside here, got the water heater in, and it sticks out into the room about 18 inches or so. And of course it'll be under the propane cooktop. I'll probably just have a 2-burner cooktop above it, and it'll have about a 12-inch cabinet with drawers here on one side, 12-inch cabinet with drawers on this side, a 2-foot area for this water heater and for the cooktop, and then the sink and everything will go over there, and the refrigerator will go over here. So it's a pretty good spot for it, and it's above, you know, it doesn't obstruct with the toe kick or anything of that. So I'll be able to just build some toe kick in here, set the cabinets in place, put the counter on top, and this will all be accessible from inside the kitchen, obviously. So I got the propane connection, water connections. These, I'm gonna take all these fittings off and redo those, and got my 12-volt stuff going on here. And so I think this thing's gonna work pretty good. As things progress, I'll keep getting more and more stuff done. It's just kind of incrementalized right now, just doing a little bit at a time, and eventually things will start kind of tying together. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.